This program is brought to you by Emory University.
My name is Xinyu Wang. I come from Beijing, China. I'm an associate professor of China University of Political Science and Law. My grandfather was a jurisprudence professor, and he influenced me to study law. But he passed away in 2004. It was very coincidental that in the same year I was interested in characterize. I was preparing for my doctoral paper at that time. It focused on the modernization of Chinese marriage law during the Republic of China. I found that women had no rights or independence in society and the family at that time. That was unfair. And I found there are similar situations in the modern society. I wanted to know why and how to change these situations. That is why I became interested in gender issues. I remember when I finished a project of, it's employment discrimination against women. I has becoming more and more interested in characterize. Gender is research and legislation are better in United States. There are many aspects worth studying, such as the early women's movement, theoretical research, and legislative process, and so on. There's so many things. Actually, Martha was asked the same question when she had an interview with a Chinese journalist. I remember her answer was, there are many areas of law affected by feminist legal theory, particularly by feminist idea of what kind of changes were necessary for there to be gender equality. Before feminist legal theory, the law reflected an inequality, with women formally excluded from many areas of law and treated as different and inferior to men in most situations. I totally agree with her. Actually, Americans' achievement of gender equality is not a natural social evolution. From the right to vote to education and all kinds of gender rights, feminist legal thought promoted the changes in inequality of legal status. Yes, I have definitely learned a lot of things during my visit, especially through working with Martha. The issue of inequality between the sexes was confusing me for a long time, but Martha gave me answer. Martha's work let me know that gender issues needed to get rid of the limitation of the identity classification, especially her vulnerability theory not only makes up for the definition of the female development not only doesn't cause gender confrontation, the result for her research has the value of universality affecting everyone. In addition, Martha always arranges a workshop inviting many professors to discuss concerning gender rights issues. And Emory Law School also has many different kinds of workshops and lectures where it can learn different theory with the presenters come from all of world. Actually, it was Professor Fineman that attracted me to Emory. When I got the scholarship from China Scholarship Council, I should connect with a professor and get an inviting letter. So I remember it took me a month's time to look for a law professor suitable for my research interest. I reviewed many law schools and looked for this professor, and finally I found Martha. So I was very excited about my discovery because both Emory Law School and Martha are very excellent. So I emailed to Martha to introduce myself, and Martha replied and invited me to her FLTP. Yes, and so I'm very grateful to her to give me this opportunity, and also grateful to my government to give me this chance. Martha is a respectable, knowledgeable, and experienced professor. I'm very happy to work with Martha. Yeah, I think there are many things to do, but there are several important things. Firstly, I want to arrange a course of feminist legal theory, introducing Martha's research as well as other feminist theory. And secondly, I have collected a large amount of materials. I hope I can translate and publish those books. And I also hope to build my own FLTP and invited Martha and other foreign professors to take part in my workshop.